Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shelly Saves the Day. And today we are taking some messy action. And if you don't know what that means, so many times in life you think, oh, I want to do all these things, and you have all these plans, and then you plan your way out of not doing any of them. So today, this series is no exception. I had wanted to do a whole bunch of videos, including some unboxings, which I'm now a month late on. And I was even trying to toy with the idea of doing some sort of Vlogmas or something where you do a lot of videos during the month of December and everything. But I just couldn't get my ish together. So today, even this particular video is not one that I was planning on making, but we're just going with it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some makeup items that again, in grand scheme, in squirrel brain, I was going to go through my makeup and actually do it by categories, all my primers, all my bronzers, all my whatevers, and start doing all of this declutter like you're supposed to, like a good beauty person, and go through all the different things. But I didn't. And I was like, well, screw that. That's just not happening. So I decided to do a whole bunch of stuff that I've already decided that I'm getting rid of. And then eventually one of these days, I will go back through my collection and start doing it the proper way by category. So this is a big mishmash of stuff that I'm getting rid of so I can actually start to clear some room. And then we'll just talk about it. We'll talk about it for a little bit. So this is absolutely in no order at all because, as you can see, there's a good bunch of whatever. And also, I've realized something as I've gotten maybe a little older, and I've gotten to the point now where I have all these beauty subscription boxes coming, and I'm like, it's too much, man. It used to be I wanted it all. I wanted to hoard it all. I wanted to have this huge collection because that's what everyone on YouTube has. And then you're like, I don't really need all this stuff. There's a whole bunch of these items that I have just to have, and they're not sparking joy. So I should really, really start to pare that down. And I'm going to call that more of a New Year's resolution to really start cutting down a lot of that stuff. So, but we're not there yet. But here is at least a little something that I can do. So starting with, if you guys did not know, on the back of your products, there's usually like a little icon, and it has a jar container, and there's usually a 6M or 12M or 24. It's usually referring to, after the product has been open, how long that it's really good for before it like really expires and starts to change. Of course, you should always be paying attention to the smell and all that stuff too. But I went through some of this stuff and I was like, oh gosh, some of this I've had for like a good 3-4 years, and it's time to go. So that's also why some of this stuff, even if it's not even been used, it's time. So this is one of the first ones. This is the Ulta Flawless Prime. I got this one originally because they were having some sort of special, as they do, buy one get one free or something at Ulta. Pretty sure McFangs, hey, hello, how are you? We're going through my makeup trash and we're talking about it. So thank you for being here. I'm pretty sure, is this the green one? Oh, you know what? It's not even used, but I can tell you this thing is like 4 years old. And if I'm not excited about it and I've never even opened it in 4 years, I don't think it's going to get any better. So it's just going to go. It's going to go. So it's out of here. All right. Next up, we have the foundation primer from Laura Mercier, and this one is the Radiance one, which has a little bit of color to it. Now, the truth is, I really like a lot of the Laura Mercier products, but I actually have some full-size ones, and these are like super duper old and the smaller ones, so this one, it can go. And I don't feel bad because of the fact that like I already have it in a full-size one, so, and because I'm not traveling anywhere, you know, I don't need to hold on to the travel size one. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. If you guys didn't know, this one is owned by Drew Barrymore. And, you know, a lot of people flip their lid over this foundation, and I was like, it's all right. But it wasn't like for me. I know my friend Glitter Fallout, she really, really likes it. For me, it was just okay. And now it's kind of like all gloopy and whatnot. So when I pump it out, like, So it's just not one that I'm excited about anymore, and I don't really need to keep it. So what's the difference between primer and foundation? Primer goes underneath all of your makeup and kind of usually helps keep it all to stick to your face. Now, there's a big debate out there whether or not primer really does that much or extends the longevity of your makeup, but some people like it for different reasons. There's like pore filling ones, there's mattifying ones, there's skin smoothing ones. So they have lots of different purposes. So This is the CoverGirl, the Healthy Elixir, and I'm pretty sure I bought this one off of a recommendation from Raw Beauty Christie because she was all up on this one saying that she really loved it. And the truth is, it's not bad, but they've discontinued this foundation and you can't even get it anymore. So even if I were to use it now and actually link it and be like, hey guys, get this one because it's really good, you can't even buy it. So like, what's the point of holding on to that, right? All right. Do you use both the primer and foundation at the same time? You use first the primer and then the foundation, usually. Yep. So this is from Kula, which, really cool story. Kula story. He had actually like formulated all this stuff, and then his like entire factory burned down, and then he had to go back. And oh man, it's a really cool story when you hear but basically his mom was going through, I think, some like sort of treatment cancer type stuff, and they were very concerned about like stuff and skin and skincare and sunscreen, and he ended up making an entire company around it. This was their organic BB cream, and this has like no coverage, but it had high SPF and it was okay. But I think it's like 2 years old and you can see how discolored it is. And it is expired in, yeah, 3/2020, which is actually, yeah, it's got to go. So it's time. All right, so this is the Yenza. This is the Essential Glow primer, and the truth, I actually use this one, and I have a full size of it as well. I'm pretty sure at the time when I got this little one, this was an Ipsy one, so I don't have any complaints about this one. I really, really like it. In fact, I really like a lot of the Yenza stuff, including their BC, which is kind of like the CC BC like foundation stuff. So good. Definitely would recommend that one. So that's just an empty. This is the MAC Prep and Prime. Honestly, I haven't touched this in, I can't even tell you how many years. Pretty sure if I remember, it's like really finely milled and it's like a finishing powder. But like honestly, I have so many now that like are newer that I don't need this. Although, if you didn't know, you can hold on to MAC stuff, and when you recycle it as part of the Back to MAC program, if you bring in 6 items or something like that, then you can turn in 6 empties for like a lipstick or a lip gloss or something, or an eyeshadow. So I will hold on to this for the Back to MAC recycling program. I should still be able to do that. Okay, this is from VDL. This is this is another primer. Basically, they have a couple primers. They have a silicone one, more like the Smashbox, and then they have more like a lotiony one. And this one, it's good. I don't know why people don't talk about VDL very often. I don't know if it's just harder to find. I'm pretty sure I got this in an Ipsy bag at some point. And that's the problem, is when you order Ipsy and BoxyCharm and, you know, all these different subscription boxes, you get so much crap that like, not only is it hard to get through it, but you just end up stockpiling stuff, and it's just not worth it because you can never get through enough of it before it all expires. So this, I used about half of it. It's fine. It's nothing to write home about. This is from Philosophy. Pretty sure I got this from there was this little debacle incident thing that happened where I went to this Nordstrom. They have this beauty sneak peek type event where you go and you check it out. And they had given me something. I had won something as some raffle. And it turned out that the thing that they gave me like had been used. And I was like, hey, just letting you know, like this eyeliner has got a big chunk missing. It's obviously been used. And then they were like, oh my God, we're so sorry. So they gave me like this little pack of like all these other little goodies, and so this was part of it. But I didn't really use that one. It wasn't really anything that exciting. This, I'm pretty sure, came as part of an Ipsy or BoxyCharm type thing too. This is from Milk, and this is their, I think it's like Hydro Blur or something like that. It's the Blur Stick. People really lost their top over this. I didn't really care that much about it, so it is what it is on that. Okay, so this is from Pure Lease, and Pure Lease is actually run by the same people who run Yenza, which is started by Jennifer Yen. She was Vipra on like the Power Rangers. She was a villainess. So I like the makeup products better from Yenza than I do from Pure Lease, but I like a lot of the Pure Lease products, this being one of them, which is their BB cream, which is a little bit different than the CC cream. So BB is beauty balm, CC is color correction usually. Usually both of those are not as full coverage as like a foundation. This is actually really good. The only reason is I have like newer, and I think they have new packaging now. So I even knew how old this one was because they have even newer packaging. So I don't mind getting rid of this one because I have new ones to replace it. All right. This is from Maybelline. This is also one of their primers. This one has a sunscreen in it. This one also not used. Wow, that's embarrassing. And I know I wasn't going to use this one. So it's going. that's kind of bad. Like I have so much that I didn't even get. This is the problem again with getting subscription boxes and getting FabFitFun and getting all the stuff. So this is another of the Pure Lease, and this one expired in 2019, but this one is like almost completely used up. So that one's okay. This one's from Ave NE. This is the Healthy Glow. This was half tanner, half foundation, which I thought was an interesting concept because your face continually tans as you use this. But I guess this is also for a lot of people who like self-tan your body, but not your face. This was a recommendation from Glam Life Guru. She said she really liked this one. I thought it was fine. And Almay, though, is sometimes a little bit more expensive at the drugstore. They're nearing like $15 for a foundation, something like that. So for 15, 16 bucks, I think there's definitely better at the drugstore, including some stuff from Maybelline, but you know. All right. This is from Rimmel. This is the Stay Matte foundation, or no, it's just like a blotting powder, finishing powder type stuff. I know a lot of people swear by this. I think I got this one because of Glam Life Guru, but like I didn't think it was anything special, nothing to write home about. So I have a lot of other powders that are definitely a lot better, but you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but you can definitely see the pan indent in there. I definitely got a lot of use out of this. I gave it the good old college try, but I just don't see the need to keep it. This is from Temp2, and this is their concealer wheel. I love the idea of this. In fact, I even started ordering some of the RCMA, like the foundation palettes and the foundation wheels and stuff like that, because I'm starting to really come around on cream products, which is weird because I used to never like cream products at all. Maybe it's me getting older, but yeah, I'm starting to like cream products. And this one's actually really, really good. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is because honestly, this thing is probably like 5 years old and I haven't reached for it because it's been at the back of the drawer for like a really, really long time. So this is the Maracuja oil from Tarte. Pretty sure this was an Ipsy bag at the time or something like that. I don't have anything against the Maracuja oil. I really like oils in general. This one is just leaving because it's like 5 years old, 4 years old, and I have more of it. So this is also from that Nordstrom little thing. This was fine. So it's not even worth mentioning. These little lipstick guys from Tarte. I'm just going to say this right. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a full-size lip anything again. Like I'm going to buy minis from here on out because I don't know if you've ever tried to finish anything lip-wise that is a full size. If you have actually finished something all the way down to like the nubbin, let me know because honestly, I can't even get through the minis. And so I'd much rather use minis from here on out, especially when they come around at the holiday and they have all these minis. I just won't buy a full size thing again. Like, yeah, you can't use them before they expire or run out anyway. These little lip crayons though, they're super awesome for tossing in your purse, all that good stuff. This is from Cover FX. This was the Radiance Eclat drops. This stuff like stinks. I don't like it. And I don't think it stinks because of like it's old and like going bad. I think it just stinks. And it's supposed to be one of those like oil type. No, I don't like it. I don't want to even talk about it. Cherry chapstick because, you know, everyone loves Katy Perry. And, you know, what do you say about that? This is the It Bye Redness. This is kind of like a color corrector that you can use. And I like it, but it gets all gunky and like collects in the lid. And like, that's when you know, like it's definitely old and you got to get rid of it. So that one had to go. This one is from Pop Beauty. Why is this in here? It's probably just something I knew I wasn't going to use. This is actually pretty nice though, because it's actually a lip liner and it's got this tiny little like teardrop shape. So it makes it really easy to line your lips. And I don't have any other complaints with that. I don't know exactly why it's in here. Probably just because it's old, like really, really old actually. I got that at Gen Beauty like a couple years ago. So it's definitely old. This was from Hikari, and I think it was in like this purplish color, and it seemed like it was going to be nice, but it just dried out even before I could even get to use it. So that's why that is in there. Oh, I got this one not even like last month. This is from Laura Geller. This was the 50 Kisses whatever formula. This is so dry and so awful. I was like, I tried it on in the video and I was just like, nope, not even with a lip oil underneath. It's not staying in the collection. It's got to go. Like, no, it had to go. The e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I don't know. Everyone like flipped their lid about this one and thought it was like the best thing ever. And I heard even the hydrating one isn't that much better. I got this one. There are other concealers that I like a lot better. This one started to separate, and even though it wasn't that old, so I was just like, no, let's just get rid of it. This is La Base, which is part of a primer from Lancome. It's not that special. Luxie. Pretty sure this is part of the Luxie sponge set. I feel like a lot of the time sponges, um, there's not that many that are that special. So this is another of the Laura Mercier, the foundation primer. And again, I already have it. This is from, is it Sugar? No, it's Fresh, right? These are the lip balms. I love their lip balms. They usually have the pink cloud one and the honey and like just the mint ones, but they're all really, really, really good. I don't like the ones that are like the tulip and the ones that are like too berry in color. These ones though, I like them. This one just started to smell off. This is the MAC. Ooh, I should keep this one for back to MAC too. I should empty it first. This is just, I can't even tell you how old. And so the Select Cover Up, this is like when you need the spackle on your face full coverage concealer. So it's a good one. A little goes a really long way, but same with the Pro Longwear Concealer. I feel like this one is, it's really, really good, but I can't even tell you how many years old this is. And I feel like I used it a lot and you can't even see much of a dent in there. So I have 3 things. I'm halfway to a new lipstick, y'all. It's awesome. All right. This is from Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer. You can see it's all like separated and gross. And the truth is, this is actually a really, really nice concealer. Very hydrating. I don't know why more people didn't talk about this one. I really like this one. I would buy this one again, but I have so many now to get through that that's just not on my mind. Winky Lux. Winky Lux, way back in the day, this was an Ipsy thing, and I remember being so impressed with this. I know it's definitely lost some over the years, but this one, it's just too light. But honestly, I remember seeing this powder and being like, dude, this stuff is good, and it's finely milled. It feels really good. It had good coverage. I would totally consider getting like a full size of this one, but this obviously was also a little light too. Fiona Styles. Okay. Fiona Styles, I love their packaging and aesthetic. I mean, can we talk about my favorite color being purple already? Like, it's like this cool trapezoidy thing. But they have this weird, especially in the foundations, I could show you, but like this weird thing where the foundation bottle only closes one certain way. So dumb. And then when you see like these concealer, this was the color corrector one, you see how like how deep you have to go in even to get your like finger or like brush in there. That was so annoying. I don't like that. But anyways, now they used to sell them in Ulta, but now I think you can only buy it on their website or maybe even QVC, or I don't know if she's still selling it, which is a real shame because the foundation was really nice. But yeah, I had to get rid of that one because it's super old. Ciate Fierce Flicks. This one is actually pretty good. When it comes to liquid liners, I'm definitely on the hunt for the best, and I've been searching for years. That and foundation. Again, another of the Camo concealer. I don't know why people flip their lid over that one so much. It's not that great. Same with the Shape Tape. I am interested to try out the new Shape Tape because they do have a new hydrating formula, so I am curious about this one. But like, people lost their crap over this, and this is like a $27 concealer, and honestly, I would rather get the Too Faced one, the Born This Way concealer, where you get half an ounce of product, good coverage, and like, I just think that one's a better product and more hydrating, so I don't know why people love the Shape Tape so much. I don't get it, but that's just an empty package. All right, this is from Essence. I like a lot of the Essence products, and they're usually found like Fred Meyer, different places, and this is really cheap, and it was like creamy, but like I felt like it was like too slippy slidey, so like it wasn't something that was going to stay in place even sometimes after you set it. And then sometimes when you set on top of the liquid, it gets all like gunky, you know, that's a technical term, gunky. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but I did like that they had like the 2 colors and you could easily get your finger or whatever in there, so that was kind of nice. It just, maybe the color wasn't, and the finish wasn't quite right. This one was light and it's very like pink based, and I didn't like that either, but again, I just don't know why people are so in love with that Tarte stuff. This is more of the La Base from Lancome. I just didn't use it before it expired, honestly. Okay, this is from Fiona Styles as well. This is part of their click stick thing. I hate these types of things where you have to like click on the end and wait for it and pump it 50 million times and hope you get the right amount out. And then when you did finally get it out, it was so sheer that it just like wiped out to nothing. It wiped out to nothing. It was stupid. This is dumb. Hey, Melinda Hall, how you doing out there? This is from Maybelline, and a lot of people like lost their stuff over this one. This is the like baby skin, and it has that very silicone-y. So if you like that original Smashbox whatever it was, you know, the clear one before they came out with the colored ones. This is very much like that as a dupe and like way cheaper. And I didn't have any huge complaints over this one. I just didn't use it before it expired. So you haven't tried Shape Tape? Honestly, I might try the new like hydrating one, but I don't think you're missing out on anything. These are the lip injections. Okay, so first of all, I don't have any problem with the lip injection ones. If you want to get your lip plump on, all the more power to you. I think that this one is a really stupid, ugly looking color. Like, I don't think it's one that you put all over your lips. I think it's one that you maybe put in like the very center to get that kind of extra pout. But like, I don't know anyone who's rocking just this all over the lips because it looks like they're going to be having like concealer lips. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. This is the Dr. Brandt Needles No More and Lip Gloss Chick for Life. Yeah, I will say some of my favorite lip gloss formulas though, like the Fenty Gloss Bombs, those are good and not too sticky. And like the Persona lip, yeah, those ones are good. This one I have no opinion on. I do like the Needles No More, the actual that comes in a tub with the paintbrush one. That stuff is good. All right. So there's a big story in here I'm going to tell you. I know everyone lost their top over the Luminous Skin Mist or whatever it is. Like, I was just kind of like, this is really expensive. And for what? I remember using this as like a point perk, and I don't know why people are so like in love with it. Because you can use like the hydrating milky mist from Pixie and it's way cheaper. Like, whatever. This is from Tartist. No, this is from Tarte. This is the Tartist, the lip paints. And I have a lot of these where you get like the holiday sets and stuff like that. And again, I would much rather buy the minis and you're going to be set for life because I don't know anyone who finishes a full-size lip product. Okay. This is the melted mattes. You can see how it just like cracked and who knows what happened with it. But yeah, I have enough lip products. I don't need to hold on to that. And one of the reasons why I'm getting rid of so many of these Tarte ones is because I bought a whole bunch during a holiday set thing. And I have to think it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I opened one the other day because I was like, wow, I haven't even used this in a while. And I swear there was mold in it. So again, when you're only supposed to keep them 6 to 12 months, but there was like mold. And I was like, oh no, this is not staying in the collection. Like they all left. So that's why all the rest of them, they were all part of that set. I was like, I'm not taking any chances. They're all leaving. And that's why I was like, do not buy a full-size lipstick. It's just, there's no point. Holiday sets, yeah, totally the way to go. And people might think like, oh, I'm all fancy. Okay, here's like lipsticks and chapstick and whatever. Like, no, I'm not that fancy. Here's a few extras. So not in the Tarte formula. This is the Meet Matte Hues. These are all from the Balm. The Balm does not get enough love, man. The Balm makes awesome liquid lipsticks. You know who else makes really awesome liquid lipsticks? Ofra and Pixie. The Pixie ones are like so good. And I know they're like $14 or something at Target. But like, seriously, they perform like high-end liquid lipstick ones. And they perform like the Ofra ones without being as drying. They're so good. And their highlighters, their highlighters perform like a $32 highlighter. And they're like $15. They're so good. Pixie just does not get enough love. Let's see if there's anything else that's in here. Mellow Cosmetics, I just didn't use them in time. All the rest are the Tarte ones. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of holiday Tarte ones. This was a Laura Mercier one, which, is that right? Yeah, it was just like super old. And because way back in the day, I also used to get those lip kits from like Sephora and stuff like that too. And those are a great way to go too when you're first getting in and building your collection because you usually get 2 full size and then a whole bunch of samples of everything else. Those are totally great. This is from Jouer. This is part of their lip. I have a whole bunch of Jouer products. They're so good. Love them too. You like the Wet n Wild highlights? Yeah, they're good too. And then again, this was the Fiona Styles. This is their concealer. I don't have any problems with Fiona Styles now except for the fact that you can't find them anywhere. It's just a pain in the butt to get to them. So I would say if you're new out there and you're looking for like some new concealers though, definitely try out the Aqua concealer one if they still sell that one. If you're looking for an affordable option, that Essence one is pretty darn good and they usually have most of their products for under $3 or $4. It's good stuff. I won't make you sit here while I repack it all up. But this, like I said, this was me being a failure at going through my collection and starting to clean stuff out drawer by drawer. So yeah, I will definitely get back into that, especially like I said, in what is it, 2021, I will be definitely cutting down my collection quite a bit because I've just seen like how much waste there is. And I also, I'm kind of lucky that they didn't have an Ipsy Gen Beauty type thing this year because they always give you like this bags and bags. You come back with 50 pounds of like new hair and skin care and all that stuff. And that plus the subscription boxes that I have, it all gets buried and I can't try it all. And I really want to enjoy and try out a lot of the stuff this next year. And so I think I used to get like 4 beauty boxes. Now I'm down to like 2 beauty boxes because, I still like getting stuff. But I think I'm starting in my older age. I would rather have less and love it more. Does that make sense? Anyways, I just wanted to hang out with you all and do that. I am thinking about creating some more definite, consistent content over here on the beauty channel because I'll probably record a video tonight, but I still have my FabFitFun, which I haven't unboxed. I've got my November, don't come for me because I know it's almost the middle of December, but I still have my November BoxyCharm and Ipsy that I haven't unboxed yet. So I need to do that. I would say if you're new into makeup and your collection is small, I swear like Ipsy, BoxyCharm, that kind of stuff, it's the best way to go to start like growing your collection because not only do you get like awesome new products, but you can take advantage of like the pop-up sales and stuff that they have where everything is like heavily discounted. I have definitely partaken in that way too much. And even a couple days ago and this morning when I was looking at like, should I do add-ons and should I do all this kinds of stuff? I'm like, you literally have things that you haven't even unboxed. I have a FabFitFun right over there that I haven't even unboxed. I have my November, like I said, BoxyCharm base box, my BoxyCharm Premium, as well as my Ipsy. And I haven't even opened them on camera yet. And I'm worried about add-ons. Like, no, like you're just being stupid, Shelly. Like, seriously, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I gotta say, Ipsy's really cool. And Ipsy just merged and bought BoxyCharm, which is awesome and crazy. And they also just launched this refresh system, which sounds pretty cool, where you can get like face wipes, body lotion, and like hand cream or something like that sent to you like on a recurring delivery. And I was like, that's kind of genius. So that's pretty cool. And so I think I will definitely be recording a whole bunch of content, and it's not exactly Vlogmas or whatever you want to call it, miss, but I definitely have a whole bunch of videos in the next few days that I will be getting out. And then, like I said, in January or at some point more, now that this thing is empty. Oh shoot, I have an actual empties bin right here too. It's sitting here to remind me to do empties. I like empties more though than a lot of other types of videos because you actually get to see like what did people use, what were their thoughts instead of always just first impressions. I don't know if that's just me or if you guys agree on that one too. So yes, so I have a whole bunch of content that I'll be filming and probably putting up this week just to get it out, even though I know I'm already, a month late on all those other videos. But it's like, is it better to record them and get them out or just like skip them? I think it's better to record them and get them out because at least you get practice on filming, going live or whatever. So I think I'm going to do them as live videos, and I'll just try and power through and maybe I'll do one a day just to get everything out there and get caught up. You're watching the inner workings of my squirrel brain right now. But yes, I will be doing an empties. I will be doing BoxyCharm, and Ipsy. So that's BoxyCharm Base, BoxyCharm Premium, Ipsy, as well as FabFitFun, and then my empties over here. So that's a good 6, 7, I don't even know, videos to do. So that will be fun. But I hope that, God, I even said that I was going to do a giveaway at some point, and I really needed to do that. And the holidays are pretty much like almost here and gone. And maybe I could call it a New Year's one and get it shipped out in the new year. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I need to get some stuff out of this room. There's just too much. But I also, shipping is the biggest like cost. And that's the problem, is a lot of the stuff is like heavy. So it's expensive to ship it. So I almost wish I could do something where it's like, hey, if you pay shipping, I will send you a box of stuff, because like I want to get rid of it, but like I just don't want to have to pay $50 to $100 to ship it someplace to someone, which is just the worst part. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. Thank you for tuning in, for anyone who's still out there and with me. And I appreciate your time. I will see you probably very, very soon, probably tomorrow, for another video. And if you like the squirrel brain that is make sure you like and subscribe and all the things that I'm supposed to tell you to do as a good YouTuber. All right? All right, have a good